What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Just before we get into the video, don't forget to like or dislike the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment down below. With 2017 fast coming to a close, it's time to look back at the WWE's booking and matches. Recently we looked at the worst booked wrestlers of 2017, now it's time to look at the worst matches of 2017, in no particular order. Number 1. Randy Orton vs Bray Wyatt in the House of Horrors match. This was a tough choice, stunk up the place with its over-the-top projections of various creepy critters on the mat apron. Still, the Mania match paled in comparison to the House of Horrors match, which seemed like a leftover from WCW's infamous spin the wheel, make the deal at Halloween Havoc. Crafting a gimmick match to appeal to Bray Wyatt's macabre character makes sense, but not if the match is ill-defined and does nothing to get Wyatt over as a sociopath one step away from murdering opponents. The House of Horrors match continued 2017's trend of turning Bray Wyatt into a caricature of a once fearsome character, and left fans wondering what the WWE writers were smoking when they came up with this match. Number 2. Bayley vs Alexa Bliss Kendo stick on a pole match. What a difference a feud can make for a wrestler whose star is rising. Here, Bayley was enjoying her first reign as Raw Women's Champion when she was thrown into a program with Alexa Bliss that proved disastrous for the Huggable One's WWE career. After dropping the title to Little Miss Bliss at Payback, things turned bizarre when Bliss hosted a segment called Bayley, This Is Your Life. That was just an appetizer though for the main course of grade A wrestle crap when Bayley battled Alexa Bliss in a kendo stick on a pole match at Extreme Rules. The match told a story of Bayley being unwilling to cross the line into hardcore, i.e. using a kendo stick, but this only made her look weak, as did the match's 5-minute length. While the women's division have shown they are second to none, there was no need for this match unless the WWE wanted to bury Bayley. If that was their intention, they deserve praise for their success. Number 3. Kevin Owens vs Goldberg. While it's low-hanging fruit in the world of wrestling analysis, it bears mentioning that full-time talent on the rise shouldn't be used to put over part-time talent on the way out. Whether you agree with the WWE's decision to put the Pillsbury doughboy like Kevin Owens as a main eventer, you have to agree it put Owens in a bad position, dropping his Universal Championship to Goldberg in a glorified squash, particularly when the WWE even knew Goldberg was leaving after WrestleMania. Although the match didn't harm Owens as badly as Bayley's kendo stick match did, it tarnished the entire roster as once again a part-time wrestler was seen as superior to everyone on the main roster. If the rumors of Goldberg's 2018 return turn out to be accurate, we can only imagine which WWE superstars will be used to put Goldberg over. Number 4. Rusev vs Big Show. What's the difference between a pay-per-view quality match and a house show? Apparently nothing when the WWE booked the Bulgarian Brute to take on the Big Show at a surprisingly disappointing show. Rusev and Jinder Mahal were both booked to face mystery opponents and ended up brawling with each other in a meaningless waste of time. As meaningless as that was, the WWE seemed to be killing even more time with Big Show beating up Rusev in their meaningless match. The Big Show hit 3 chokeslams and a WMD punch before polishing off his opponent. Apparently, the WWE needed to fill the pay-per-view since the main event of Kevin Owens vs Goldberg was gone in less than 30 seconds. Number 5. Heath Slater vs Curt Hawkins. The WWE deserves credit for its many charitable causes such as a Make-A-Wish, tribute to the troops, and keeping Heath Slater and Curt Hawkins employed. However, the WWE pushed things too far when they put 2 guys who belong on Superstars on pay-per-view instead. While the purpose was arguably to fill time while the WWE focused on the aftermath of the Roman Reigns vs Braun Strowman ambulance match, it still meant nothing. This match wasn't even filler, as the cameras focused on EMTs using the jaws of life to extract him from the ambulance Roman Reigns destroyed while Strowman was in it. While Slater and Hawkins probably enjoyed a pay-per-view bonus, this match, like both men's current careers, was a non-entity. Number 6. Enzo Amore vs Big Cass. While the team of Enzo and Big Cass seemed more popular than ever in 2017, Vince McMahon had cartoon dollar signs bulging out of his eyeballs at the prospect of pushing Big Cass in singles action. This led to the company having Big Cass turn heel on Enzo, launching a series of one-sided matches. The Cass-Enzo split also allowed the WWE to throw Enzo into the deep end and see if he would sink or swim on his own, a prospect that probably appealed to anyone in WWE management tired of Enzo's behind-the-scenes troublemaking. The result of their split was an awful series of mismatches between Enzo and Big Cass that dragged on far longer than they should have. As far as we're concerned, every match between the two former partners was a study in how not to work a David versus Goliath style match. Perhaps in another case of the wrestling gods smiling down on fans, the feud ended after Big Cass injured himself. In the meantime, Enzo has done a good job of creating as much interest in 205 Live as humanly possible. Number 7. The Royal Rumble match. This year's Royal Rumble was a mess from start to finish, with part-timer Goldberg eliminating Brock Lesnar with ease and various superstars looking perplexed as to who was writing the show. The only highlight was Braun Strowman's dominant showing in the Rumble, but even that couldn't take away from Randy Orton's win. It was bad enough seeing Roman Reigns as the second last contestant, but Orton's win was seen as another sign of the WWE having no idea what to do with up-and-coming stars, reminding them of Batista's surprise win at the 2014 Royal Rumble. Number 8. Breezango vs the Ascension. Ring-savvy WrestleLamiacs no doubt see a pattern here, with wrestlers being put on pay-per-view who have no business on Raw or Smackdown Live, let alone a showcase event. The Ascension are the lower card version of Roman Reigns, an act that no one likes but gets chance after chance to get over. While the WWE isn't pushing the Ascension in the main event, they wore out their welcome about 2 weeks after their main roster debut. Things have only got worse from there, and this year's Money in the Bank pay-per-view match between them and Breezango showed they still don't have it. If the WWE wants to build Connor and Victor as two monsters, they have to get wins over teams like Breezango. Not only did they lose the match, but they lost the match in under 4 minutes, an embarrassment by any standard. Now that the women's division has picked up, the WWE is apparently using teams like Ascension to give fans time to hit the snack bar or bathrooms in between important matches. Number 9. Rusev vs Randy Orton. Other than Rusev cutting his hair without the WWE's permission, there's no understanding of Rusev's burial in 2017. Our favorite hero of the Russian Federation jobbed out to one star after another in 2017, becoming the musclehead version of Zack Ryder. I mean, how do you explain Rusev losing to Randy Orton in 10 seconds at SummerSlam? Granted, Rusev beat up Orton before the match, but the fact Orton bounced right back from a post-match beatdown and took out Rusev in 10 seconds made him look weaker than James Ellsworth shooting with Brock Lesnar. Rusev scored a 10-second win over Orton on SmackDown Live thanks to outside interference, but that didn't make up for the damage done at SummerSlam. And number 10. Team Raw vs Team Smackdown. It's a tale that's been told generation after generation, veteran stars being perceived as refusing to put over up-and-coming talent. 2017 Survivor Series main event drew considerable criticism for its booking of Triple H, Randy Orton and John Cena dominating rising stars such as Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. Certainly the WWE deserves credit for having Braun Strowman continue his dominance by eliminating Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura, but their booking of Kurt Angle, Triple H, Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon as the final four speaks volumes as to the WWE's apparent focus on pushing Kurt Angle versus Triple H at WrestleMania 34's centerpiece. There's no question the WWE universe enjoys seeing Triple H, Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle, but these performers should be secondary to the WWE's regular performers, particularly the ones they're trying to build into main event stars. Well guys, there you have it, 2017's worst matches in the WWE. I'm sure most of you are wondering why we didn't put Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton in the Punjabi prison match on the list, but to be honest, it wasn't really that bad. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.